Before actually going into complete JavaScript, first of all, I need to speak about few things like uh, why do we need a language? Okay, for example, HTML. So HTML is a language we use to instruct, or we used to guide, we used to say to the browser that display this kind of content, or display this kind of content in this structure, display this kind of content in this format, display this kind of structure in the list items, display this kind of content as an image, display this kind of content as a link, display this content as a table, display this content as a paragraph. So we are, the language will actually instruct the browser. That is, instruct in the sense, say to the browser that browser brother, display this. So language is for that. Yes or no? Okay. Not only programming languages. Why do we need language, Dhanush? For communication. Okay, that is a regular answer. So speak to the context. I am talking about instruction. It's not only about the context. Now about the communication, I am talking about instruction. So the language is for instruction. For example, clap your hands. Okay. Very sad. I know, very bad example, but this is an instruction I gave you. Good. Okay. హాతో బాంజో అంటే అర్థం కాదు కదా మీకు. You don't understand that, right? What is that? In Bengali, clap your hands. Come on, no Bengali is there, so I can speak anything. Okay, don't take me serious. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I can speak French also. I know French because you don't know French, right? Okay. So anyways, language is to instruct somebody, right? Basically, instruct. Now the same way, JavaScript is also a language to instruct something. What do you mean by instruct something? Yeah. We are instructing the browser to do something, right? So, yeah. Lenovo, please mute. Raja, it seems. Yeah. Okay. So everything is basically to instruct. So let us go to the browser. So how do I instruct the browser? Create a HTML file and pass this HTML file to the browser. That is one thing. Suppose if that instructions are not available in our computer, those instructions will be, that means those HTML code will be maybe on another computer. You are a developer, you wrote something in a code, you wrote some code, and I want that code to instruct my browser. So how that code will instruct my browser? So first I will send a request. First I will send a request to that computer. Please give me your program, so that computer will send me the program code that comes to, of course, from where I have instructed to that place the code will come. So I am opening a browser and I will ask some other computer, for example edupoly.com, and enter. What I had done, I have sent a request to a computer in which all those instructions are permanently stored, and that computer has sent me back those all instructions. and that instructions are executed on my browser. So I hope you understood. They are called programs. So programs are nothing but set of instructions. That is what programming is. That is what program is. Programming is nothing. Program is nothing but set of instructions. I wrote some program like this. So this is a program. This program is having two instructions, three instructions. What are the instructions? Open a function called main, and inside that there is another instruction called print something. This is the instruction. So what does it do? It will execute that instruction and it will print the console. I mean to say the output. Are you getting me? Okay. So now here it is a HTML program. But where I can run this program? I can run only in the browser. So what do? Open with live server. So that means it will automatically open that code in the browser. That's what's happening here. And HTML is there, right? What is the big deal with JavaScript? Why do we need again a JavaScript? JavaScript's duty is to control HTML and CSS through browser. So JavaScript says something to the browser so that browser will control the HTML and CSS. That particular ultimate thing, which is the ultimate thing, controlling HTML and CSS by JavaScript. To reach that level, we need to pass the next 10 hours. The next 10 hours, we are going to understand the foundational elements of next 10 hours, in the sense, not today, in the whole week. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, next 10 hours. Am I done today? Don't worry. So in the coming 6 days, we are going to see that 10 hours with controlling of. After that, we'll control. But before that, foundational elements of JavaScript. So ultimately, JavaScript is what? It's also a language, helps us to instruct the browser. Generally, all the instructions, we will write it in the file and we run that file in the browser. Okay. So, but if you really want, you can directly write some instructions in the browser also. Open a tab, go to the inspect. That means we are opening the developer tools. We have some developer tools here. Open the console, and here you have a console. Here you can actually write some instructions. Shall I write an instruction here? 12 plus 23 and enter. What happened? Sum of those two numbers happened. 9, okay, 9 into 76. Multiplication of two numbers. I am checking 123 is equal to 123 or not. True. So these are instructions. And these instructions have different names. Don't worry. They are all instructions. But these instructions are not saved. Only for this time period, the instructions got executed and it is showing you the output. But ultimately, what do we want? We want to write these instructions in a particular file, and that file should be executed in the browser. Clear? So how to write such files and how to make our browser to execute those files is important. So I just close it. 1 second. Because I'll open a folder. Already we have created a folder for us in the Visual Studio Code. In this code, in this place, I'll create one folder called, folder called JS, and enter. I have created a folder called JS. Inside this folder, I'll create a file called script1.js. If you are writing a HTML file, you save that file or you give the extension as .html. If you are writing a style sheet, you give the extension as .css. If you are writing a JavaScript file, you have to save that file as .js. Any name, my script1.js, tejascript.js, abhiscript.js, prashant.js is also fine. Dhanush.js is also fine. But don't write dhanush.javas. Yeah, please do that. Will it work or not? Check it out. Dhanush.jscript, work or not? Dhanush.praveen. You try that, man. Try. One day I may create my own language. On that day, .praveen will work. Just okay. So whatever the JavaScript file you write, you have to you have to save it as .js. Why don't we save as JS only? They gave us some extension. We had to use it. Okay, why not we save it as JS only? Very correct. Very nice. Very good question. So morning we get milk. Okay. Why can't we write curd on the milk packet? Means, okay, you can't understand, right? Yeah, milk is there, but you wrote it as curd. Palu. Write it down. But they have to understand, right? Who? The end user. Hello. So to understand, they create so good things. Not only that, they will draw the buffalo also on the milk packet. Why? To understand that is a buffalo milk. They are not drawing cat over there because that is not cat milk. Okay. So anyways, discussion is needed. Just continue the discussion. Okay. So script files should be written with the .js extension. Shall I write the instruction? Yeah. Let us write 123 plus 3456. So this is the instruction I gave. Let us save it first. Of course, you should know the save. Already I have saved. Now I want to open this on the browser. Hello. Yeah. So you may go to the respective folder. Okay. No, it is not opening from here. This is Mac. So I am using Mac. In your computer, you have your own. So users, Praveen. In the practice, I have this folder. In this folder, I have inside the JS, I have the JavaScript program. So right click on it and open with Chrome. Then you will have that 123 plus 3456 in the output as a plain text. It's a plain text. It is not adding anything. So if you want to execute it as a script, you have to, okay. First of all, it is not supposed to execute. Okay, just a minute. It did not even give the uh, output or error also. But if you run the same thing in your Windows, it will throw an error. It is not a JavaScript file, or you cannot execute this code. This is truth. You cannot execute directly JavaScript on the browser. I repeat, you cannot execute JavaScript directly on the browser. Then how can I execute it? See, first of all, you need a HTML file. The HTML file is example.html. Let us put this in the JS file only, JS folder only, example.html. Inside that HTML, open tag, close tag, body. Inside that body, you have to write a script tag. Those people who did not attend this HTML, please wait. Today by evening, you will understand basic HTML to write script files. Okay. If you did not understand also, I have another approach after this that will explain you what is it. So inside the script tag, you have to write your code. That is 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. Now let us save this. One second. I am sorry. What I wanted to do is, yeah, this is one way. How about this script? How to use this script? I'll come back. So you can use the script tag to run your JavaScript code in the browser. Whatever the script you want to write, whatever the JavaScript you want to write, you can put it inside the script. Whatever the table you want to create, you have to put it in the table element. Whatever the script you want to write, you have to put it in the script element. Is that point clear? Yeah, right. So inside the script, I wrote it something and saved, and I would like to execute this on the browser. So here directly open with the open with the Google is also fine. Okay. You can't see the output, right? Let us go and see the console. I mean, this is the place where we have the outputs, but even here also there is no output. How to open it? Right click on your browser in this area and go to inspect and then see the console. But the output is not there. Why not there? The reason is you said 123 plus 345, but yeah, it will add. But you did not say after adding it what to do. Hello? You said add them, but you did not say what to do after the addition. I still remember one beautiful example by my Rajni teacher, first professor, in fact, teacher. So she said, what is the difference between computer and a human? If I ask you, add 123 plus 345, what is 123 plus 345? What is 10 plus 20? So when I say add 10 plus 10 plus 20, not only he added, he also said that. I did not say that after adding you have to shout or you have to say the answer. I did not say to him, but he said that. Okay, for example, I have a parcel in AMB. Okay, already that is ready in AMB. So I asked my friend Rohit to go to AMB for pick up that parcel. So what does he do? He go to AMB, he go to that shop, he will pick up that parcel, and then he will come back, right? Computer don't do that. If I say the same thing to computer, it goes to AMB. It will pick up the order. That's it. Instructions are end. You did not say to come back, right? Even the same thing also said by Rajnikant. Rajnikant eppudu cheppadu? When yeah, Chitti Rajni. What did he say? So the instructions were TV petti padesinది. That's it. As simple as that. Okay. So what my intention to tell you here is, program, you are thinking only half of the program. This is the problem with, sir, maybe some students, maybe I am taking some people names also. Prashant must be thinking, I know all these things, tell me next అంటున్నాడు ప్రశాంత్, నాకు తెలుసు ఆయనకి తొందర ఉంది. Some people already know the programming, like Saraswati. There are so good people who are already known to this. But I still say this answer. This still, I speak this way only. The reason is the thought process of programming is wrong. If I want to add two numbers, you should not only write 123 plus 345. There is an approach and you have to complete it. Okay. It is just something like, if I need to bath, especially on a rainy day like this, what I should do? Go to directly washroom and then think about hot water, no hot water. Then you switch on the geyser. Then you get hot water, right? Okay. You started, but then you realize that there is no soap. Oh God. Then you come out and then you will pick up the soap and then you start bath. Okay. After that, then you realize there is no towel. Oh shit. Again. No, wait. Calm down. I'll tell you what is the other effects of programming. Then you realize, yes, I did not iron my work. So do you do like this? Do you have any plan? You should have plan, right? As soon as I wake up, I first switch on the geyser before opening my eyes. Before I sleep, I ensure my clothes are ironed. I ensure there is a soap. All these things I'll keep myself very clear about it. Okay. Otherwise, I have to depend on somebody else. Okay. Where I am, you are thinking only, if you think only on that moment, it will not happen. It happens. You want to cook 8 kgs of chicken. Okay. 10 kgs of chicken because today is a party. ప్రశాంత్ నువ్వు అట్లా అనకు, నేను చికెన్ తినాను సార్ అని. అంటే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నాది కదా. సో యూ వాంట్ టు చికెన్, రైట్? This happened to me. I bought the chicken. Later I realized that I don't have that big container to put the chicken. What should I do then? I have to ask my aunt for bigger bowl. Okay. Then I realized there is no oil. There is no enough salt. Family members are not there, so we do like this, na? I'm asking every question to my mom on a phone call. She was, wait a minute, why you need these all things? May I know the reason? I said, I don't have enough money. So why you are doing this? If I have enough money, I would have given this party in the restaurant. So I'm bringing all my friends to. Now don't do that. You take the chicken and give it to Saroja auntie. She will prepare and give it to you. Stop spoiling my kitchen. Come out of that kitchen first. She knows very well how kitchen becomes after my cooking. Okay. So anyways, guys, try to understand before writing something, you have to prepare, you have to be ready for that. So every step is crucial. This is what missing of most of the students in my experience. I have seen this. They directly, if I ask reverse a number, directly they enter into the code while loop. They don't even think. Okay, someday sir said, sir reversed the number by using while loop. So while, then they start writing. Okay, at least that is also fine for me. Some people don't even think while loop also. Are we ready to see that? So after adding these two, what I should do? I have to print. Where should I print? I want to print that as output in the console. So I have to print something like console.123 plus 345. I just want to complete one thing. Sorry. Suppose if you don't do the work properly, things will happen like this. You go to the bathroom, you complete your bath, you come out and you wear dresses, you go to office. You forgot to close the switch of geyser. Yeah. Anything can happen. So in programming, sometimes you have to close the resources. I will tell you later where that example will be used. Opening a resource is not just enough. You have to take care of closing the resource also. These are the steps you need to follow. Understood? Are you ready? Next. So yeah. So I want to add 123 plus 345, and after addition, what I want to do? I want to print it. So what did I do is I passed that value directly, that particular operation directly in a console.log. So now what will happen? Save this and open the browser, refresh the same page. Now can you see the output here? Right? No, I don't want in the console. I want in the document. That means this part. This part is called as document and the document part. So to print there, I had to write document dot write of 123 plus this one. Document dot write document dot write. What happened? Yeah. 996 as the output, we got it on the document. Can you see that? No. I want it in an alert box. ALERT, alert. Now, if you see, if I refresh the page, I got the output in alert box 1020. Correct? Okay. Are you getting my point? So how to see the output? These are the three ways to see the output. If you want to see the output in console, you have to use console.log. If you want to see the output in the document part, document.write. If you want to see the output in alert, I mean window box, you have to use alert. Right? Okay. Right. But now this is also not the right way. The right way is, let us go for the coffee. Why coffee? Yeah. To make a coffee, what all you need? Manu videos maripalaipothunattunnavu. Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Sugar and coffee powder.
Milk, sugar and coffee powder. You? Tell me, you are following, na? Tell me. He's added vessels also. Very good. Stove.
One program to add on.
నేను పోతా అన్నయ్య, నేను పోతా. నేను కాఫీ అడుగుతున్నా, నువ్వు ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంటావు, నువ్వు ఒకటి. ఓకే, సో
You want to
కప్. దెన్ వేర్ ఈస్ ద స్పూన్? Without spoon, do you do like this? Spoon. And then where is the gas? You just said about gas stove. Where is the gas? Right? Where is the lighter? Gas is there, everything is there. Please, please, burn, burn. Does it burn? Is it possible? Zoom, 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 zoom. Nahi. We are not Ram Charan to create the burning like that. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So finally, you understood what all these things required. Okay. It is not only about coffee and milk. Some people forget sugar also. He remember the vessel, but he forgot the cup and spoon. If you don't have cup, then how do you drink the coffee? Directly from the vessel? No, sir, I will show you what is the importance of it. Okay. Without gas, how do you burn it? How do you, in fact, boil it? Sorry. These all are needed. So now, whenever you want to perform some action, you definitely need a variable. What is that? Variable. Variable is like a vessel where you put your contents. For me, your material. What is material? Like coffee powder, milk, sugar are materials. Like I remember the same thing like data. Data means numbers. These are all values, right? These are all data. It is nothing but actual material. And then variables. Variables are nothing but your vessels. Hello. Variables are nothing but your vessels. And then operators. What are operators? Which are like spoon, which will add two things. Okay, Baba. Spoon and itla untadi mari. Okay. So spoon is to add two things. Lemon is for separating two things. You put lemon in milk. It will separate the water content and it will separate the milk content. And the water should be thrown into the sink, and whatever the residue is there, that should be thrown into the dustbin. There is no use. Okay. So lemon is for separation. Something is for multiplication, like gas will keep on burning. Okay, guys, come on. I just want to say operators are needed for completion of an operation. Isn't it? Yeah. So some functions are required for output. So you have to think like this. First, what I should start with? I had to create the vessel. First, I had to prepare the vessel. You bought the milk, then you realized that vessel is not clean. Okay. Then you realized that there is no Vim bar. Then you realized that better to go out and give that chai shop fellow the same milk powder, milk packet, and give me bhaiya ek chai do. Okay. So let us take the first vessel, var a. What is this concept? This is called as declaration. So I have created a variable to store a value. The name of the variable is a. I declare that variable with a keyword called var. Var, don't use capital V. Okay. So I like W more than V. So don't use W. Var means V-A-R. Spell var only. Some people are spelling war. Yeah, I had. And he wrote in some program WAR. Is it okay? Okay. Don't spell war also. Okay. We should not be rolling. V. This is only V. Okay. So VAR, var. And then you have to have a space. Then a name. A. This is A is now a variable. Okay. So what is the purpose of a variable? To keep the value inside the variable. So how can I do that? A is equal to 123. So now A is holding a value called 123. I want to see the output of A. I mean to say what is there in the A in the JavaScript in the browser. How can I see that? Document dot write of A. What does it give me? 123 in the document. Is it okay? Then I want to see that value in the console. Console dot log of A. So then it will give you 123 in the console part. I want it in the output. Then sir, beginners will have some problems, so I am encouraging them. I can be as easily enter into it. So all the three ways I am able to open or I am able to show whatever there in the A. A is a variable. So now come back to the point, that is I have to take another variable. So for that, because I want to add two numbers, so two numbers should be taken in two variables, two cups. Hello. Yeah. So where B is equal to 234. See how I have given whatever the value I want to put in the A, I kept A in the left side and then I kept equal to and then number in the website. So I have two bottles here. In one bottle I have water and in another bottle I don't have water. So I want to put water into the empty bottle. So how can I do? I'll take the filled water in the right hand, empty bottle in the left hand. I'll put right hand side water into the left hand side. So what to do if I am a left hander? Go to hell. Calm down. Because you do it by your way. But this approach is for computer. Computer do only in this way. Every part of my word is important for you. You can't take anything as a joke. Maybe it seems to be a joke. It looks like a joke, but it is not joke. There is a complete Mahabharata or Quran in behind it. Sorry if you don't like my example, but yes, that there is a lot of information behind it. So you have to put left side the variable name, right side the value, and in between you have to give one equal to symbol. Okay. The reason behind it is, so now A is so shall I use only the console, because console is more appropriate. I am creating one more console.log of B. Some places I am not closing with semicolon, some places I am using semicolon. Don't worry, there is only one place or two places where you definitely need to close it. Apart from that, you don't even need to use semicolons. Okay. Console.log of B will print in the console the B value also. Okay. What happens if I take another variable C and C is equal, 345 is equal to C. As I just told you, Right hand side value will be going to left hand side variable. If I give in a opposite direction, it throws an error. That to compile time. Okay, compile time error. Sir, some things are you may not understand, but listen. Okay, for experienced people, this is all needed. For you may not be, but just listen and leave it. Which error I am getting? Uncaught syntax error. So this way of assigning is not possible. So left hand side it will be a value variable, and right side it should be a value. Whatever there in the right side, it should be a value. It will, if it is not a value, it will be converted into a value. So now what will I do is C is equal to, I say 123 plus 345. Just I am saying. So what will happen? 123 and 345 will be added, and the result will be stored in C. 123 plus 3 and 345 will be added, guys, and then result will be stored in C, assigned in C. If you see console.log of, what will be there in the C? 468. Whatever on the right side, it is not assigned as 123 plus 345 into C. It is not given as 123 plus symbol 345. అదేమన్నా అట్లా ఇచ్చిందా? నాన్ తెలుగు పీపుల్ ప్లీజ్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ ఫర్ ఎ మినిట్. ఓకే, అది 120 1 2 3 plus 3 4 5 అని ఇవ్వలే. What did I give? What did it give? The result of the operation is given to C. Okay, how that operation have performed with because of plus. This is the spoon. It is mixing 123 and 345. After mix, what happened? 468 has come. So that result has been given to C. Clear? This is how program works. Any problem, Dhanush? Are you clear? Confused? Not at all? Yani telusa? Understood? That's what happens. You feel like everything. Then comes struggle. Then, after a few minutes, it's my life. Okay. So no, not like that. If you keep interest, definitely it will be very easy. I am giving you every bloody small step of the program. Not at all. Nothing is to not understood. Okay, come back. C is equal to 123 plus 345 gives you what? Whatever there in the right side. First of all, the whole mixer will be completed, and that will be assigned into C. Okay. Just no. Freshers need this kind of, but anyways, I am taking little. Well, so what is happening on the right side? What is happening on the right side? Of C is equal to A plus. This is what happening on the right side. C is equal to 123 plus 3. Sir, hurry. I ask these questions later stage. I know you guys are feeling, hey, this is too much. But I'll ask you, wait a minute. On the right side, what is happening? That murmure, mixture all mixing. And finally, they poured it into, okay, thank God. So this is what the instruction is, and what happens on the right side and what happens on the left side, I could able to explain you. How do you declare a variable? Like this. Okay, let us now see D. Where D? You cannot write like this. D where? Sir, as many as mistakes I am resolving in the class itself. Okay. So here, if I say D is equal to A plus B, what we will get it into the D? What is the output of D?
Equation
Is it like A plus symbol B? Then so right side, that is what that is why I have shown this thing. It will process. Okay. What is there in the A? 123. What is there in the B? 234. So it will add 123 plus 234. Sure. What is that 123 plus 234? 350, 357. That will be there in the D. That will be stored in the D. So right.
Only values will be there in the right side.
Yeah, of course. A will be converted. Instead of A, the value will be replaced there. It is looking like A variable, but actually in that A, in that place, that 123, this will be converted into D is equal to 123 plus 234. That will be converted into like this. Okay. So that is called replacement theory. On right side, whatever there, that will be replaced by its values. What is there in the A? 123 will be placed in the place of A. What is there in the B? That will be placed, addition of these two. That will be stored in D. So the result is D. Don't watch for bail. 357. Clear? It looks clear. I know. Shall we go further? Okay. I have these many values, right? I have, okay. I just close these all things. I want to put, I have already A value with 123, B value with 234. I want to exchange the value of A into B and B into A. This is your first interview question. I want to swap the value of A into B and the value of B into A. How can you do? If I say A equal to B, what will happen?
A and B are 123 equal to 234.
ఎంత చెప్పిన తర్వాత కూడా ధనుష్ చూడు మాయకంగా ఏంటి ఓకే రైట్ సైడ్ ఉన్న వాల్యూ లెఫ్ట్ కి వస్తుందా లెఫ్ట్ కు రైట్ కి వస్తుందా సో ఏ వాల్యూ whatever there in the right side, that will be replaced. Replacement theory. There is no replacement theory as the word I invented now today only. So whatever there on the right side, that will be replaced, right? So 234 will be replaced by B. So A will get 234. So A value and B value becomes 234 only. Right? Yeah. Yeah, Mitra. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, now what is your idea? In one bottle I have marbles, in another bottle I have sand. How do I swap these marbles into the sand bottle, sand into the marbles bottle? How can I do that? No, sir. Very simple. You go to marbles because sand will not listen. Marble, please go to that bottle. No, please. Yes. By doing 2-3 pujas to that sand bottle, sand will go to into the marble and marbles come into sand. Wow. इतना तेजस्वी लोग है. हाँ. Tell me, what should we do? ఒక గ్లాస్ లో పాలు ఉన్నాయి, milk. In another glass I have water. I want to swap the milk into water and water into milk. What do you do?
Take glass of water into milk.
Then they will be mixed. Will it be swapped?
You have to take out it with it.
అమ్మా దేవుడా, యూ నీడ్ టు టేక్ అనదర్ వెజల్. ఏం చూస్తున్నావు మరి? ఇప్పటి వరకు నీకు ఆ థాట్ ఎందుకు రాలే? నువ్వు చెప్తావు, నువ్వు ఇక్కడి నుంచి మ్యాటర్ చాలా డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంటుంది. జాబ్ కాదు, హైదరాబాద్ కాదు, ఈ దేశం వదిలేసి వెళ్ళిపోతావు. If you don't think, then it will be not possible. So you have to take another vessel. That is the most important step for the whole thing. Sir, due to my torture, we were having a student called Srikar. Due to my torture, he learned all the things. He cleared first round, second round, and final round in a technical round. Simple. Last round, he answered so many angular questions, everything. The final person asked, how do you swap two numbers? Then he was thinking like that. He lost the job. Very good company. If you don't have self-motivation, self-thinking, it will not happen. Anyways, come back. So you have to think, you have to put the third variable. You have to use a third variable to swap. So what do you do after taking the third variable? First variable value into the third variable, then second variable value into the first variable. Like this, right? This is what called swap. This is how you swap. So shall we do that? Yep. Chalo. So I will take another variable where c or x, your wish, x is equal to a. Then what I should do? A is equal to b, because b value should be placed in a, and after that b is equal to x. So now x value stored in b, because already x is having a's value, right? That's it. So now ultimately console.log of a. What it is saying? 234. A value is 234. What is the value of b? Is it swapped? ఏమైంది తేజ? అర్థం కాలే? Okay, right. So this is how you can perform swapping of two numbers. Understood? This is first approach. Just like Pawan Kalyan in Jalsa, why you are not showing interest on me? Annappudu, what he says? ఒక్క రీజన్ బదులు 3 reasons చెప్తా అంటాడు కదా. ఎందుకు వచ్చింది అది? Nonsense. I'm sorry for everything. You should have 3-4 different options on swapping. You have to explain that. But in the learning time, one after the other, not all at a time. But you should have this. So first, instead of taking it into taking other variable, I have something like where p is equal to 100, where q is equal to 200. I want to swap these two numbers without taking third variable. Sir, assignment and declaration both can be clubbed together. If you are confused, then you can do something like this. So I want to swap these two numbers without using third variable. So for that, I say p is equal to p plus q. So p and q got mixed. I'm sorry.
Value stored in P.
The 100 and 200 are added. What is that? 300 is now in P. So then I say P is equal to P minus Q.
300.
2 minus P 200.
Let us see P is equal to P minus Q. So P is having, so after this first step, P will have 300. Right side P will be replaced with value, right? Replacement theory. 300 minus Q. What happened? 100. Again 100 is getting stored in P. So this is not the right answer. This is not the right way. So what do? I will say Q is equal to P minus Q. Now tell me what will happen, what will be there in the P. P will be 300 minus 200. 100. That is what I stored in Q. So after completion of that statement, Q becomes 100. Then I say P is equal to P minus Q. By the third statement, right side, 300 minus 100. What is the value? 200. 200 will be stored in the P. If you see the result, console.log of P should be having 200, right? You see the 200? What should Q have? But this logic works only for numbers, not for others. Okay. Then we'll go to the next step. This is just beginning. I'm just saying how to write code, how to understand the assignment, how to understand a value, how to understand a variable, how to understand the printing. This is what I wanted to show you. Now, I'll go to another example. You had to spend more time, those freshers, you had to spend more time on the basics, where A is equal to 100. Yes, I can do that. If I say console.log of A, what it will print? 100. Very good. It is 100. Imagine if I say console.log of A. I have not given A directly. I put it in the quotes. Then those quotes will make the A considered as a string. It is no more a variable. So it will print simply A. A as A. Understood the point? The difference. Okay. You guys are going to do these mistakes. నేను ఇప్పుడు చెప్తున్నాను కాదు. Even I'll teach the same thing in Angular and React also. what kind of mistakes you do. There it is more inevitable, more needed, more very much needed. Of course, here also needed. Me engineering 4 years, the 4 years of engineering might not have been given C, C++, Java, data communication, digital signal processing, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. No, sorry, M1, M2, M3. Digital logics and circuit design. I don't understand why these many things are there. At least they said the fundamentals of computers programming. I would have done miracles with you. Only that, not anything. Basic array, only up to array. Then you are useful. 4 years is not useful. I don't know what those Matasris and Babujis are doing. Okay. So console.log of A gives you in quotes A only. There is another way, that is in the double quotes. This also gives you the A. Both single quotes and double quotes are same. Okay, but you have to be careful where you have used. But don't use starting with double quote and ending with double quote. You మన ఫ్రెండ్స్ చేస్తారు ఇప్పుడు. So now they say unexpected token. The problem is the freshers will do this. The whole day they will sit and this is not coming, this is not coming. I go for a tea. I'll come back. I'll watch a YouTube video, then I'll see. Arey yaar, please check your syntax. Right? Now come back. Where B is equal to 999. Where C is equal to A plus B. When I keep that A in quotes, it is considered as what? String. So string A plus string B. It will concatenate. Praveen plus Praveen Gubbala. Like that, A plus B goes to AB. So C will have so you have to be careful. So if you want to add these values of these variables, you have to give it as a variable. Again, I'm saying console.log of A. Here, this is a variable, and in the second line, in the next line, here in the line number 10, A is a string. In the line number 9, A is a considered as a variable. It will replace the value. Hello? Okay? 100%. Clear? What happens if I say A plus B is equal to C? Why so?
Not declare any variable.
So left side always expected a variable, not any operation. Whatever the operation is, that should be done in the right side. Left side, you should have only variable. You should not have the operation. A plus, so that is what said, invalid left hand side of equal to antundi. See this. Invalid left hand side in assignment. That's wrong. So I tried my best to show you what are wrongs. possible. And you please experiment with this. You keep on experimenting with this. Don't waste time. Today we don't have assignments, but what is expected, which is the right way, which is the wrong way, should be checked with your browser. ब्राउजर को थोड़ा तंग करो, टफ टाइम दे दो ब्राउजर को. Understood? Next, so this is wrong. So how can I write it? C equal to A plus B. Right? When I say C, it will. What happens if I put it like this? Do I get the result or not? What I get? C. Okay, guys. Thank you. Next. So now I would like to go to, I declared variables, right? And I'm assigning values. So far, I have assigned only one value, that is called number. So these values are, there are different types of values, and these types are called as data types. I repeat, data types. Are you ready to see the data types? You don't even realize when things have already become complex. Class will start that comedy style only, but all of a sudden it becomes Bikram. Okay, big guns come in the second half. In the React time, you will fire, you will have the fire. See that? ప్రశాంత్ ఏమనుకుంటున్నాడు? ఇలాంటి సమయాల్లో వీరులంతా చెప్పేదేంటి? చాలు పదా చూసుకుందాం, చూసుకుందాం. We'll see that. So here in the body, I have to write the script, open tag and close tag, where A is equal to 100. So this 100, this combination is called as number, and it is called as integer, but the data there in A is of type number. Okay, where B is equal to the data which is there in B is also a number, but it can also called as float, but the data type is number. There is no difference. It's the data type is number data type, and this is called as decimal number. What is before dot called? Integer. What is after dot called? Decimal value. Okay, is it clear? Yeah. Where C is equal to Ravi. So now C is not having a number. C is having a string. I repeat, string. Strings can be given in double quotes also. Strings can be given in double quotes. So D is having a string. Plus can be applied between strings also. So you can say where E is equal to C plus D. What will be there in the E? What did I have? Praveen Gubbala. Live reload is different thing. Praveen Gubbala. Okay, sir. Next. Okay. What if I do like this? Where f is equal to c plus a.
700. Sorry, string is 700.
Okay. So a is not a variable there. It's a string. So c is having a string. So that will be replaced with the c value. Right? What is that? Praveen plus a. Praveena. Praveen A kaadu. Console.log of. So that is the involvement. Very good. So now you are into programming. Very good. Praveen A. Okay. So what happens if, sir, yes, even I am bored, but still without shame, without shy, I am able to do this. Can you do it by your own or not? Can you do the same thing from your side also or not? నేను సిగ్గు లేకుండా అన్ని చిన్న చిన్నవి కూడా చూపిస్తున్నాను కదా, మీరు కూడా మరి చూడాలి కదా. See there. So when I say C in quotes, it will be considered as string. D in quotes, it will be considered as string. So string plus string is string, right? So there is a concept of typecasting. There are so many other things are there, but first of all, you understood there is another type of data called string. I can put another type of data is this one. So TRUE is not a number, not a string. It is a Boolean value. What is that? Boolean. So G is having Boolean value. That is true. So Boolean values are only two, true and false. C can have a true or false. That's it. So if any variable is having either true or false, so we have to say C is having a Boolean value. It's a Boolean type. Type is called Boolean. Okay, good job. So far, so good. Oh. Where H. And what is there in the H? I have not given any value, right? Do I have any value in the H? Unfortunately, yes. Undefined. What is that? Undefined. There is an empty bottle there. What is there in that bottle? Air అని చెప్తే పంపించేస్తా నిన్ను, ఎయిర్ ఫోర్స్ కి పంపించేస్తా. Undefined. Okay, so just that is undefined. Yes, నువ్వు undefined అని చెప్పుంటే ఎయిర్ అనేటువంటి కంగారు పడ. Okay, so it is undefined. So if a variable doesn't have any value, then it is having undefined. Is it clear, sir? Yes. So this is also a data type, undefined data type. So far, what are the data types we have seen? String, number, Boolean, and undefined. There is one more data type called, not one more, చూసుకుందాం. Where hi is equal to two brackets here. Hello. Ungaparu. I don't know right word or not. Those two brackets, empty brackets, right? So here I is having an array. What is that? Array. What is array? We will discuss later. Don't worry. So here I is having 4 values. not one value. How many? 4. So such data type is called as array type, where j is equal to open bracket, close bracket, a brackets, which brackets? Okay, flower brackets, curly braces, huh? In between, if you have to give each value with a key and a value. In those two brackets, what do we have? There are two properties. They are not actually values. Value is Ramesh Chandana. First name and last name are the properties. First name property value is Ramesh. Last name property value is Chandana. So the values are represented with its name. Okay, such kind of data structure is called as, data type is called as object. What is that? Object. I don't know whether you heard about it or not. JSON. Actually, this is JSON. We'll see that later. కంగారు పడకండి, మీరే ఇందాక అన్నారు కదా చూసుకుందామని. So this is called object. There is one more thing, where JH is equal to function of console something. Just what is H having? Function. The data type of the H is function. So these are the different data types you have. Clear? Next.
So many are there.
Huh?
So many are there.
So I just said only 1% of the data types.
Okay.
Yeah. Just now he said infant crocodiles festival. Big festival. Okay, carnival. No. Yeah, basic data types. The above are primitive data types. Boolean, string, number, undefined are primitive, basic. I mean to say, basic data types like
Number, string,
moong dal, pallis, coconut, mirchi, kind of basic primitive data types. There are non-primitive data types. They are arrays like idli, vada, dosa. They are, and of course, they are called derived data types. They are called derived data types. Okay, but ultimately they are all, of course, what is there in the array? Ultimately they are having numbers only, right? Each, there are multiple numbers or multiple strings or multiple numbers and strings or multiple numbers, strings and booleans. What is there in the object? Of course, strings. It can be numbers also sometimes. Combinations. What is there in the H? It is a function. Like that, non-primitive data types are actually constructed by primitive data types only. There is another data type creation called class. Generic data type T. Okay, so if you go to C, you will see C++, you have other types called float, big int, double, small, character, char. Oh my god. But in our JavaScript, only these things. Okay, yeah, come back. Understood? Yeah, don't take me wrong, please. What happens when I mix lemon in water? It will be mixed. Lemon in salt, it will be reacted. They will not be mixed. chemical reaction will happen. Okay, what will happen when we add Coca-Cola with a mint?
It will
React. What will happen? Maida pindi in hot oil. Okay, thank God. I told you all these things, right? And now come to the point. When you add two numbers, it will add two numbers. When you add two strings, it will concatenate. But when you try to add a number with a string with an boolean with an undefined with a number, oh my God, how many combinations are there? So many. So you have to observe what plus will do that nonsense. This is something crazy. Plus will behave differently, minus will behave differently. They say you go idiot like that. Are you ready to see that? Just I will try to show you what are these operators perform. I hope no one knows a problem of writing the code. Today you have to search, check in the sense check. Not even a day you have to miss. Where A is equal to 100, where B is equal to Praveen. Where C is equal to A plus B. A is having 100, B is having Praveen. 100 is a different data type. This is a different data type. Can I mix it? Yes, you can. But when you add a number with a string will try to concatenate. Concatenate in the sense 100 Praveen will come. Because string is dominating. Praveen. Clear? Super. So here when I say where D is equal to A minus P, 100 minus Praveen. It says not a number because it cannot perform the subtraction between a number and a not a number. Number and a string, not a number and a string. Okay, this kind of miracles we'll be looking in tomorrow. What are the different operators we have? How do they behave and how to understand those operators for more clarity. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Chalo. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Yeah. Anybody new? Any Haider and Nanda? I can see you guys are new to the class.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you have my number, mobile number?
Sir, no,
Yes, sir.
sir. We want your number. We contact you, sir.
Yes. So my number here I'm writing 9561214818. So mostly I'm available on WhatsApp. Please take it. 9561214818. Okay.
సార్
Yeah.
బేసిక్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు సార్ HTML CSS కూడా.
అవునండి, అట్లాగే చేస్తాం. ఈరోజు ఎట్లా చెప్పాను
సార్
అట్లాగే చెప్తా. ఓకే. ఇంకొకసారి నాకు ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఉండకూడదండి. నేను ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ని చాలా సార్లు ఈ 2-3 రోజుల్లో చాలా సార్లు ఆన్సర్ చేశా. ఓకే, ఈ రోజు ఆల్రెడీ నన్ను చూసిన తర్వాత కూడా ఇంకా క్వశ్చన్ ఉందంటే సంథింగ్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్ విత్ మీ.
అంటే స్టార్టింగ్ JavaScript నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేశారు సార్.
నేను చేయలేదు, ఆల్రెడీ నేను HTML చెప్పాను, మీకోసం మళ్ళీ చెప్పిస్తాను. ఓకే, వీడియోస్ ఉన్నాయి, పంపిస్తాను. ఒకసారి వాట్సాప్ లో పింగ్ చేయండి నన్ను ఒకసారి.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, chalo guys, Saraswati all, let's meet tomorrow morning 9:30. Sorry, 9. Bye.